All right, guys, welcome to the channel. Welcome to August pickups. It is only the middle of the month, and normally I wait till the end, but I've already had some awesome pickups, way more games than normal. I had a big pickup month last month too, but this one's even more impressive for a couple reasons I'll get into as I'm showing you everything. I don't want to take too long sitting here blabbing, so I'll kind of explain it as we go. The first pickup I got was my neighborhood has a Facebook page where we just post whatever on. Somebody posted that they were having a garage sale last weekend, and it's literally right down the street from my house. Like, I don't know, it was like a 30-second walk. There was two houses actually, so I walked over. One of them, they're moving, older couple moving to Florida. I asked them if they had video games. She said they had a Wii, but they were planning on taking it with them, so that was fine. Went to the other house. It was a couple, probably around my age. And the guy's like, yeah, I've got actually got a Xbox inside that's been on Facebook Marketplace, hasn't sold. I'm like, oh, do you mind if I take a look at the stuff and whatever? He's like, yeah. So he brings it out. It is an Xbox 360. It's in pretty good shape. I did clean it up, but it's like not scratched up or anything. He said it works fine. So I was happy about that. He had it listed for $100, which I feel, I think anybody, watching this video or into the hobby knows $100 for an Xbox, pretty high, and it hadn't sold. It did come with some stuff. I got two controllers. This one's got a couple little scuff marks on it, but it's got the battery pack. Say this one's in like pretty mint condition with the battery pack. He didn't have a charger, but I looked up. I can get one for like $15, if not a couple dollars cheaper for a third-party like dock to charge the battery. So that's not bad. And for me, the selling point was it actually came with the Kinect, and it's got the power box. I won't show you that, but it was really nice that it came with this. And then the stack of games. So the most exciting one to me was Portal 2, which is a bummer that it just came in this like, empty case, but still cool to have that game. I've heard really good things about those. And it's Xbox, so I'm not really like a stickler on how I collect the games. This one is Minecraft. I don't know if there's different versions of Minecraft. Never played it. Never will. This game also has, like, there's a lot of, like, little tears in the plastic on the case. It's not great. But that's cool. It's still nice to have. And then the rest, which makes sense because they had the Kinect, are all Kinect games. Madden 16. I didn't know any of these actually used a Kinect. Oh, that's long hair. Sorry, that's gross. Here's Just Dance 4. I'm imagining I will be doing this with my daughter. Here's Kinect Sports Season 2. Know nothing about that one. Kinect Adventures. I do know, have heard of this one. Here's Kinect Sports, the first one. Thank God I've got both of them. And then Zumba Fitness, which I could probably use, probably won't. So anyways, he had the whole bundle marked at $100. I said I would offer, I could give him $60 for it all, which I feel is like a fair price. I don't want to rip off a neighbor, but at the same time, I don't want to overpay for a system that's, at this point more of a novelty for me. I probably won't use a whole bunch, especially because I've got a Series X, but it's still nice to add. I've never had a 360, so it's cool to add one to the collection. He accepted right away, so cool. We were able to do that deal, and now I've got this, so that's nice. I'm going to kind of move this out of the way. All right, so just to show you some of the other games I got this month. I did go to GameStop. Didn't find anything much this month that I wanted to get from there, but they did have a bunch of games in one of those like bit taller cardboard boxes in the front that they're marked like $7, $8, $9, however much, but they were running a sale. It was 4 for $20, so $5 a piece. So my son wanted to get this Rime. That was the only I've heard about it. I don't know anything about it, but I couldn't find a fourth game. But the three I picked up for the PS4 are the Phantom Pain, one of the Metal Gear Solid games, Dissidia, and then Batman Arkham Knights. This is a nice copy of that. So, pretty recognizable titles, $5 a piece. I felt like that was a good deal. I haven't been buying this much from GameStop, but I do like to pick up when I can find something I like. So, I did pick up a couple more Genesis games. The first one is Star Trek: The Next Generation Echoes from the Past. These are both complete in box. I don't ever talk about movies or anything else on the channel, but I was a huge Star Trek fan back in like 6th grade through high school. Back when this was on cable, you had to, come home and watch it at a certain time if you wanted to see it. And this is the best Star Trek show, in my opinion. I loved this one more than the original or the ones that came after. So, yeah, that was cool to find that one for cheap. I don't remember how much I paid for these, but I'm getting to the point for Genesis games that even with this, shipping on eBay, if I find a game if it's more than $20, I'm just not interested right now. Maybe I'll get back into Genesis more later on. My goal is still just to pick up one Genesis a game a month just to add to the collection, but I haven't been like actively hunting for them as much. I feel like the prices on Genesis are going up. For as much as I pay attention, I could be wrong, but I just feel that way. My feelings tell me. So I just haven't been as interested in them lately. But the other one I got is Heavy Nova. I don't know this one, but the cover is really cool. It is complete in box, but I didn't know this when I got it. The back has some like really funky damage. I don't know if there was like coffee spilt in it or what, but it's kind of grody. It is complete in box. If I ever found a better condition one, I would definitely want to upgrade this one, but it's okay for now. It's fine. All right. I don't normally buy PS1 games, but I found a bundle that was what I consider a reasonable price, especially because the last one I'm going to show you is a game that I was really excited to get, and I've wanted to add to my collection for a while. The first one, I would have never bought this, but it came in a bundle, is Biohazard, but it is like a Japanese game. I don't have many Japanese games. I'm one of those people that, I have no problem with people that collect the Japanese games. I just don't enjoy them. I like to be fully immersed and understand what I'm playing, even if it's not a text-based game. I don't know, I just don't enjoy it as much if I don't know what's going on or what things mean. So I wouldn't have bought it. I don't mind having it in the collection, but yeah, that's that one. Then I did get Chrono Cross was in the bundle. I actually have this one, so I will be, moving this on. I don't need doubles. Then I got the original Tomb Raiders, The Greatest Hits. Greatest Hits for PS1 doesn't bother me. That's fine. Here's Tomb Raider 3. Once again, this is the other one. I do have this, so I am gonna just sell it. I don't sell games. I've never sold a game on eBay, but I'm starting to think, because I'm building up a small collection of doubles, that I might have to start doing that. I don't even know if I really want to get into that level, but I might have to. I'm getting enough now. Then this one's cool to add to the collection. It is Metal Gear Solid. I don't have this one. So, yeah, nice to add that. And then the last one is the one that I'm super excited to get. I loved this game when it came out. And I've wanted to get it. The prices have just been crazy. And, most people are Resident Evil fans. I was always more of a fan of this, Parasite Eve. This is the, the first one. It is complete in box, along with the rest of these. So I was super pumped to have this one. This is the reason I bought the bundle. I think I overspent in some people's opinion, but I think it was around $120 for the whole thing. So I was happy to get that. So there we go. All right, I'm back. So then I'll get into my Nintendo pickups. Not many, because the Nintendo tax is just like turning me off from Nintendo. First one I got was from Limited Run. It's the copy of the collector's edition. I don't even know what they call it, of Haven. I ordered this so long ago that if it were up today, I would just have ordered the normal copy. This is back when I was ordering a lot of these big copies from Limited Run. I don't know much about the game. I do remember seeing some gameplay and like trailer stuff. It looks very cool. Visually, it looks really nice. So I'm excited to have it, but I don't know when I'll get around to playing it, and I don't even remember what's in it. Actually, you know what? Forget it. Let's just open it now. It'll be a good reminder for me. I don't remember, like, maybe it comes with like a postcard or a soundtrack. I don't know. I don't think it was like anything amazing, but we will find out. Okay. So it's a little very washed out pen. It's like a, little wooden pen, but man, this is so faded. I think it's supposed to be like a little lizard or dinosaur type creature. It's bad though. It like I don't know how it got that washed out. And then a very cheap plasticky necklace thing, which I'm sure is relevant to the game, but it is very cheaply made, like super cheap. So that's not super exciting. Then, okay, this is cool. I do like getting posters. It's one of my favorite things to get out of the collector's editions. This is almost inappropriate, but I'll show you. It is two very naked people embracing. So yeah, there you go. I would put that in a little frame up on the wall with the other posters, but I don't know if I'll get away with that one. I don't know if the wife would like that one. So we'll see. And then here is a very red ribbon. I'm assuming, once again, it's relevant to the game. I don't know what it is. That's what's weird about that poster. It's very blue. So, okay, this is very cool art on the cover of the game. I like that. That's nice. Don't forget to remove the... Okay, well, I'm an idiot. So, here's that pen I was showing you. That looks like it was like sun faded or something spilt on it and washed out. There is a little card that tells you to peel off the protective cover. So that is why it looks like that right now. So I will... Thank God I opened that up and saw that part. And then this is a nice soundtrack too. It is 2 discs, and it looks like a decent amount of songs, like about close to 20 songs on here. So that's very cool. That's a nice cover too. Okay, not bad. I'm sorry about the pen that I didn't see that first, but that's nice that it doesn't look trash. This Nicholas thing though is like, I mean, I don't know how you're gonna see it in the video, but very chintzy. This is like not even worth including, but everything else is cool. The poster and everything. Maybe I'll start wearing a ribbon. Look pretty. It would look nice, right? But yeah, okay. I don't remember what I paid for this either, guys. Sorry, it was limited run. Takes so long. Sometimes I forget I order games, and I always get the email saying it's shipping soon. I don't even open them because I just want to be surprised now, so I just delete the email before I see it. So that was cool. The other game that came with Haven, which I remember seeing gameplay for this, and then I saw that limited run was coming out with it. I'm like, oh, I gotta pick it up from them because this looks awesome. It's Dusk. It looked very much like an old school Wolfenstein or Doom type game, just like the shooter, but like the old school graphics. It just looks like it will be a lot of fun. So I am excited for this. This is a game that I'm assuming that even I can't be terrible at. Maybe I will do... I haven't streamed in a long time because I kind of move stuff around the basement and haven't had the Elgato hooked up. Maybe I'll do a night where I stream and drink and do this game. This is something that I could probably handle while I'm having a couple drinks. Then, the only other game I picked up from GameStop this month was Dead Cells. I did pay the full $20 on this, minus I think like $1 or whatever off for my membership. I don't know if you need me to tell you about Dead Cells. I've heard nothing but positive things from every single person that has talked about the game personally to me or that I've seen do reviews. This is one of those games I'm sure I'll be terrible at, but I wanted to add to the collection, and I'll certainly try it at some point because I don't mind being terrible at life. It's just something I am. Then I did get this last month, but I ordered 2 of the collector's editions, not to resell one. One of them was for a buddy of mine. So once I get the second part of the collector's, I'm going to ship that off to him. Don't worry, I wouldn't do it to... I don't like scalpers that do that kind of stuff. So I did get the second game. I haven't gotten any word on when the collector's editions parts are coming out yet. But I've got that for my buddy when the whole thing comes. So this next game, I do collect... Legend of Zelda games, merchandise. It's, it's either my favorite series or tied with my favorite series. If you can see this detail here, I've got a lot of the stuff in here. This is a game that, man, I remember when I used to see it for like $100. I'm like, oh, that's so expensive. I'm going to wait for the price to go down. Like an idiot. Like that was 2 years ago or something like that. It's only gone way up. It's gotten ridiculous. This one... the bidding started at I think like $100 or $105, and I ended up getting it, I think, for probably still a stupid price. I think it was $141, which sounds horrible to pay for a video game, but I really wanted it, which was also a stupid reason to buy a video game for that much money, but I did. I almost have a full collection of games now, but it's the Legend of Zelda, the Oracle of Seasons. I've got Oracle Ages Complete in box. So I really wanted to get this one too, just to complete the duology. I've heard the rumors that, they're going to remaster these for the Switch. I would love it if they did that so I could played on there instead of my Game Boy Advance, but I just really wanted this for the collection. The only thing it was missing was the cardboard insert. It's got the instruction manual, everything else. But I found you can buy brand new inserts. It was like $5.95 free shipping on eBay. So I ordered that and already got it in there. So you can, you know, it makes a little sound, but it's nice and compact with everything in there. So for $5 extra, I completed it. I don't care if that cardboard insert wasn't the original or not. That doesn't matter to me. I just wanted this very nice box. I do have to get those plastic protectors for it. I haven't done that yet. Then I will go through the most thrilling part, I know for everybody. It's just the few games I picked up from Goodwill. I got a little stack. They're like random stuff, but you know, when I find these games for $2, it's hard for me to say no. So I got, this one is called Lalaloopsy. So magical, so cute. Oh, I see the play on words there. Carnival of Friends. This cover looks creepy, I'm not gonna lie. It isn't a game I'd play anyways, but that makes me want to play it even less. I don't even know if my daughter would play this at this point, but it was $2. It's complete in box. So for the collection, that was worth it, I think. I don't know. Creepy, very creepy faces. Why did they do the buttons like that for the eyes? That's just so creepy. But yeah, got that one. Here's one that I'm not gonna lie, I'll never play either. I have no interest in, and I'd be terrible at. It is Scripps Spelling Bee. Games to improve your child's spelling. Oh, it's a children's spelling? Maybe I could do it. But it is from THQ, so that's cool. Once again, complete in box. Can't turn those down. And then the last one, this one's cool because when my son was little, this is one of the only cartoons I could watch that I didn't want to go hit my head into a wall. Because it was actually pretty darn good. It's Phineas and Ferb. I don't think it even has a subtitle. No, this must be the original Phineas and Ferb game. I don't know if that's a thing. But yeah, this is for the DS, complete in box. So it was, you know, a few dollars, fine. I did pick up a couple Xbox games because I did. They're at Goodwill and they were cheap. Here's Big Bumpin'. Now this, I didn't put this in, but it looks like a bumper car, like racing, or like a P versus P. I don't know. I don't know why they made games with the Burger King mascot. I think it's kind of funny. But I think that's a pretty cool cover, actually. I appreciate the effort that went into that. It was like $2. Okay. Then I got Frontline's Fuel of War. It's complete in box. Xbox games are always cheap at Goodwill when they have them. They're like $1.99 a piece. So I picked those up. Then I got some PS3 games. More than I would have expected to pick up from a Goodwill. But I got Sports Champions. I got Battlefield Bad Company. That's a cool game. And then here's a series I've never played a single game of, but I actually own a few of them now. This is Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. I have a very good friend who loves these games, and I just have never played them. Here's MLB The Show 07. That was the best year for baseball. I just made that up. And then this one I actually did not get off get from Goodwill. I got it off of eBay, but it was a very good price. It was like $11 or $12, and then it was like 3 or 4 shipping. So total, it was like $15. But it's White Knight Chronicles 2. I do have the first one for PS3, so it's nice to have the second one just to have all of those. And then the ever so popular Wii. These games, I've seen the same ones over and over and over again. But when I, do find one at the Goodwill that's one I don't have that has a manual, I just pick them up. Because once again, they're like, the Xbox games, they're always like $1.99. So they're not bad. Here's Alvin and the Chipmunks. Here's Backyard Football 10. I don't know if there's different years of this game. I had never heard of it. Okay. Here's Monster 4x4 World Circuit. And then Call of Duty World at War. And I've never played any of the Call of Duty games on Wii. I just don't know why you would want to do that when you have them on better systems. But they came out on the Wii. So maybe they're good. I don't know. I'm not dissing on it. I just never had any interest. So I never played them there. Okay. So I'm going to divide this video into 2 parts. This is the end of the first one. Because the next part is all going to be PS2 games. And if you're not interested in those, I don't want to put you through watching the entire video. So this is all my pickups minus PS2. If you want to stop here, thank you guys so much for checking it out. I'm going to do a little transition right now, and I will start the PS2 part. All right, and we're back. So this next section is going to be all PS2 games. It's I got a ton of PS2 games this month. I'm super excited to show you, but first I got to let you know this segment of the show is actually sponsored. It's sponsored by my good buddy Leo over at The Funny Nerd. Please go check out his channel. He loves when I do this section of the video so much that it really kind of like keeps me motivated to do it. So the first section I'm going to show you here, I'm not going to go through them each individually. It's just the sports games. I know they're not terribly exciting, but I'm trying to get as close to possible as I can to a complete collection of PS2 games. So when I find these at the Goodwill or wherever I'm at, and they're a couple dollars a piece, and they're complete, I'm just going to start picking them up as I see them, and I know they're ones I need. So I got this first group here. And then I will show you the majority of the games I bought for PS2. I got this pile here. And I got this pile here. So yeah, picked up a lot of games. It's only like the middle of the month, and I can't even remember where I got them all. If I remember one specifically when I show you, I'll let you know. But yeah, it's been a busy month already. I have been finding good deals, which has been awesome. So here's the first one. It's Batman Rise of Shinzu. Now, I've never played this game, but it looks like it's more based off the animated series, just like that style of Batman on the cover. So I don't know how, I'm sure it's just like a beat 'em up, but I've never played it. But Batman's the man, so there you go. Here is the first Red Faction. I have the second one, so I was, looking for this one just because I hate having part of a series and not the whole thing. But I found this for cheap, so I picked that up. Here's Medal of Honor Vanguard. I didn't actually start playing the Medal of Honor games until PS3, so that's one I've never played. I'm sure it plays perfectly compared to all the games nowadays. So here's Rayman Raving Rabbids. I have never played this. I own a bunch of the Rabbids games on the Wii. Never played those either. But I do have Mario plus Rabbids on the Switch, which is just an absolutely amazing game. I love it. I'm very actually excited for the sequel. Now, I know that's very different than the rest of the Rabbids games, but it kind of sparks my interest a little bit in finding out what the Rabbids are all about. I don't know. So here's Medal of Honor Frontline. This is the greatest hits version, which is like, I'll have to replace it eventually, but I think this came in a bundle. One of the bundles I got. That's why I got good deals on them. So it's okay. It's complete. It'll be a placeholder for now until I can get the non-greatest hits version. Here's one. I don't know much about this game, but I love when they used to put this kind of effort into the covers. I got to clean up some of the sticker residue, but this is Alter Echo. And I just love when they do like that foil, like art, like, I don't know. I just think it looks great. I like looking at those. So here is Nicktoons Unite. Now I gotta say, I'm kind of old, so these are characters that were popular on Nickelodeon after my time, so I don't know them as well. Obviously, I know SpongeBob, but I don't know much about the other characters, so I don't really have like a ton of interest in playing that. Then here's Lord of the Rings: The Two Towers. Here's one that I was super excited to find for a good price and add this one. This is Papa the Rappa 2. I don't have the first one on the PS1, but that's one I would definitely pick up if I could find it for a good price. Here's Aero Elite Combat Academy. I actually like this cover, the simplicity of it, because I like fighter games, or I used to, but I feel like most of the covers are kind of generic and it's hard to tell them apart. I like that this one stands out a little bit. Okay, here is Escape from Monkey Island. I gotta be honest, I'm not a huge point and click fan, so I will never play this, but it was like dirt cheap when I found it, so I was happy to get that. I'm gonna save this one towards the end. Here's Guitar Hero Legends of Rock. I don't own any of the instruments, so I probably won't ever play that, because I'm assuming the instruments cost too much for what they are. I could be wrong, maybe they're not overpriced, but I'm just not gonna be picking one up anytime soon. So I probably won't play that, but it's cool to add to the collection. Here's Call of Duty Finest Hour. Oh, here's another sports title that they just got mixed in. Sorry, MLB The Show '08. Super exciting. Here's a cool game, GoldenEye Rogue Agent. Still not as good as GoldenEye. Nothing will beat GoldenEye on 64, sorry. Conflict Zone Modern War Strategy. So I don't know, I'm not familiar with this game, but I think this is more of a strategy base, like where you move them around on the field, which is cool. Probably not as fun as Advance Wars, but it's nice to have. Here's Cars Race-A-Rama. Not going to be a racing game I got to get into, but that's fine. Call of Duty World at War Final Fronts. A lot of Call of Duty games, obviously. Those were, are popular. Here's Mac Davis Pro Bass Challenge. Super exciting. I don't know. Fishing games used to be fun, like on the, Super Nintendo, that era, but I just haven't played a fishing game for a long, long time. I don't know. Here's Nano Breaker. Never played this. I did buy that, just found an auction on eBay. It was super cheap, so I picked that up. Dr. Muto. Here's another series. I don't know anything about this. This came in one of the bundles, but then I started seeing a couple of videos, and I've been watching YouTube videos on video games for a while now. And after I got this, I didn't know anything about it. And I seen a couple of videos where people were talking about these games. I'm like, oh my god, this is so random. But Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi? I don't know. I'm sure I butchered that. But this is, there's like 3 of them that are just Budokai, and then I think 3 of them that are Budokai, the other word. So this is the first one of those. I don't know anything about it. Sorry. Here's an awesome game. I know I got this one separate in an auction. I can't remember what I paid for it because I have so many games here. But I have not been overpaying for games. I've been waiting until I find the awesome deals. So I think this was like not that bad. Maybe $25-ish. But I got Dual Hearts. By the way, I don't know if I said it, but these are all complete in box. I'm just not going to open every single box because that would take forever. But yeah, these all are going into the complete in box collection. Here's Pirates: The Legend of the Black Cat. I've got the other Pirates game. This one's actually just slightly more valuable. I think it's worth like $5 more than the other one. But I found it for a decent price. Here's Death by Degrees. Don't know anything about that. Sorry. So this is funny. I kind of laughed. I put a bid in on it as kind of like a joke. I didn't think I'd get it, but it actually went cheap. And you can very much tell just by the cover and by the back, like they were very clearly marketing this to a very specific group. But this is called Rumble Roses. It's a wrestling game. It's, with all female wrestlers. So you got those ladies in a somewhat compromising pose on the front. And then the back is very much so just to sell that crowd on the game. Yeah. This game was cool. I actually found this, I think this one was at Salvation Army for $1.99, which is a pretty good price for this. It, once again, complete, but I think it usually goes for a few more. This is Tony Hawk's Proving Grounds. I've got a lot of the Tony Hawk games now, so I'm excited about that. They were fun back in the day. I don't know how they'd hold up now. I haven't played one in a long time. Here's a cool game. It's called Beatdown Fists of Vengeance. I like that art on that cover, too. That's a cool one. Here's a horror game. I don't play a lot of horror games, but this was part of a bundle, so the price was just like too good to pass up. When you broke it down per cost a game. This is Obscure the Aftermath, so I was excited to pick that up. The cover's like got a couple wrinkles underneath, but it's not bad. It's not damaged at all, so that's a nice game to add to the collection. Here's Guitar Hero 2. I got to clean this cover. Once again, I said I don't have any of the instruments. I never did. My friends and I never got into Guitar Hero. We actually played more of the Dance Dance Revolutions games back then. We used to have more fun doing that than the music-based games. So here's Call of Duty 2, the big red one. I don't even know if I played all these Call of Duty games. I mean, we played them all back in the day with my friends, but they all blend together now. I don't know which one's which. So here's another one, Call of Duty 3. I don't know. I couldn't tell you what the difference is. Here's Maximo Chaos to Glory. What's the game that this reminds me of? I can never remember. But it's just like that very stylized art, like hack and slash. it's oh my god, you're the main character, you're the skeleton. I can't remember what it is, but this is what it reminds me of. It's another one of those games back in the day that, fell into that genre. Here's Mystic Heroes. I gotta be honest, I don't know anything about this game. I do like the character art on the front, and it seems like it's a game that I probably would enjoy, but I don't know anything about it. I never played it. Here's the bouncer. He has very Final Fantasy-esque hair on the cover there. But that's cool. I don't know anything about this game. It looks like a brawler. I don't know. We'll see. Someday I'll plug it in. Here's a cool one. One of the best Bond movies too. From Russia with Love. Not as good as GoldenEye. GoldenEye will forever be the best James Bond movie. On even though it was on 64, still the best. So I got one of the Jam Pack games. These are cool, and this one was super cheap. I forget where I got it, but I don't think people know what these are. I mean, it is just demos, but you can find these. Sometimes you get lucky and find them for dirt cheap. So I got lucky and I found one. Here's the plan, not the plan B, just the plan. Don't know much about it. I think it's just like a more Metal Gear-esque type. Like, I think it's more subterfuge than just straight up combat. I could be wrong. And then I did get Crazy Taxi, which is awesome. I do believe this is more popular on Dreamcast, but I'm not paying a ridiculous price for a game that I'm only gonna, play for a very short time. So that's cool. And then the last one I want to show, this one I did pay kind of a crazy price on eBay. It was the lowest listed one, or one of the lowest listed ones, but it had the button to make an offer. So I offered 180, thinking there was no way he was going to go that low, it's still insanely high to pay for a video game, but he accepted right away. So I was kind of like, oh, okay, guess I'm buying it then. But it's Samurai Western. This is a game I've wanted to add to the collection. I absolutely love this cover art. It's one of my favorite covers of all time. The game's pretty fun too. It's not like the best game ever, but it's a cool game. Especially for the PS2 time. But I paid a ton. I don't even know if it's, the prices you see on eBay, I feel like are so hard to judge because, yeah, they're listed for that, some of these games, but are they really worth it? Or, they sit on there. I think one game sells for 200, and then everybody thinks that that's the new price for the game. So, yeah, some of them just sit up high, super high, and don't go down. So, anyways, I have it now. Okay, fine, it's done. It's going into the collection. So, I would have waited till the end of the month to do this video. Even though that's like a ton of PS2 games, I was just going to wait. But I'm really starting to get off of eBay. That sounds stupid with all these games right here. At least half of these are not from eBay, just so you guys know. But the more I get into collecting games and I'm trying to get more serious about it and spend more time when I can, it's just, okay, so if you find a game on eBay that's 99 cents, I think that's the cheapest you can list something, right? So it's $1 for the game. But then the shipping is usually $5.40. I don't know why people charge that to ship a single game, but that seems to be the going rate. So now you're up to $6.40. But then you have to pay the eBay fee and taxes. And it comes out to like $8 something for the video game. Which is just insane. If it's like, it's a game somebody's selling for $1, and now you think it's like, oh, it's $1 game, but you're paying over $8. So the deals just don't feel like deals after a while, and it kind of eats away at your like interest in doing that. So anyways, I've started looking at alternatives. I go to the Goodwills, Salvation Army. I'm starting to hit other shops, but where I live in Northern Illinois, I don't know if it's just this area, it's very populated, or if it's popular around here, but they're usually dried out. The games a lot of the games I show that I pick up, I'm excited about them because I'm adding them to the collection, but they're probably not super exciting games to show on a video. But that's all I have around here. I watch all the guys on YouTube too that do the, pawn shops or whatever. They go in and they find these amazing deals. I'm like, where do they live that they're finding this stuff? It's not around me, that's for sure. So I've been looking for other alternatives besides eBay. I started using Facebook Marketplace, and just the other day, I got an amazing deal. It was a stack of video games. It was originally listed for 75, and he had it. The guy had it marked down to 60 on Marketplace. So I messaged him. I'm asking how many of those games are complete that have the manual. And he was a cool guy. He sent me a picture of the games that did, and it was a smaller stack of the games that didn't. And most of the games that didn't weren't games that I was necessarily interested in anyways. They were either a couple duplicates of games I have, or I think a couple of sports titles or really cheap titles. So I was like, okay, I'll still take that whole stack for 60 bucks. He's like, okay, cool. He's like, just so you know, when you get here, I do have a lot of other games if you want to take a look at. I just haven't listed or whatever. I'm like, oh, that's cool. I'm like, I'll bring some extra money. Maybe I shouldn't have said that on Marketplace. But I'm like, I'll definitely check everything out when I get there. So he was a really nice guy. He already had the stack ready to go in a box, but he had to open. He's like, if you want to look through anything, go ahead. And then he showed me all the other games he had. And he's one of those guys that I think does the hustle. He goes to every place possible, buys bundles from people. He like hunts them down and then he resells. Good for him. That's his thing. I don't have a problem with that. He still give me a super good price on stuff. So he was just trying to make his money and move on. I had no problem with that. Plus, when he was like really chill, nice guy. We, chatted for a little bit. I told him at the end, I'm like, dude, when you get more games, hit me up. I'll come check them out. But when I left with this, all the other games that he had, I went through and I made another small stack. I think it was like 8 to 10 more games. There were ones I know I didn't have in my collection, and they were complete with the manual. So that's what I was interested in. I made another stack. I'm like, how much for this extra stack? He's like, how about 15 more? And I was like, this is like almost, it was like close to 8 to 10 games. So for 15 bucks, I'm like, sold, easy. I mean, I thought he was going to throw out a number much higher than that. So for 75 bucks, mind you, I did take out all the games that were duplicates or didn't have the manual. I'm not putting those in my collection until they're complete in a box. So I'm not even going to show them. And I didn't count them in the price, but the price of all these games that I paid, what I paid for, I think I did the math and it was like $230 something a game. So right away, that's way better than eBay. You're not paying all the, crazy shipping and taxes and everything. It's just straight up like good price. So I was just like so pumped when I left this guy's house. Like I'm finally finding good deals where I can add like a decent number of games to the collection at a good price. A lot of these games, like I do have my PS2 still hooked up, and I love to play a game once in a while, but I don't even have time to play the modern games I'm trying to get through on my backlog. So I don't play these a lot. I play maybe once a week. I plug a game in for like an hour or two, just for the nostalgia. Sit back on my lazy boy and just have fun with it. But a lot of these games I'm not going to play. The ones that I do want to play, I try to get to when I can, but I don't want to overpay. Basically, what I'm saying, because I'm rambling now, I don't want to overpay for games. So to start to find deals like this makes me feel really good. So anyways, I'll show you guys the rest of them. This video is already getting way too long. I'm sorry. So this is Smash Court Tennis 2, or Pro Tournament 2. It's a long title, but it's got real pictures of real golfers and then a very nice computer-generated character who seems to be either very upset or very happy. I can't tell. So that's cool. This is an awesome game. Here's Ridge Racer 5. The Ridge Racer games were awesome. Haven't played one in a long time. So here's another greatest hits. Once again, this was in the bundle, so I try not to get greatest hits because they're games I'm gonna want to replace because the red banner just bothers me because I'm trying to have them all not have that. But here's Prince of Persia: The Two Thrones. Not one that's super expensive, so yeah, I'll be able to replace it with not the greatest hits at someday, but for 2 something a game, probably not. So here's 2K Sports NHL 2K10. That's the names on these are so convoluted. Another sports title. Some of these are sports titles. That's okay. So here's NCAA Football 05. I don't know if this is in the other stack. I got to go through that still. Here's another stupid title. 2K Sports College Hoops NCAA 2K7. Why? Why so many words and abbreviations? It's just dumb. So here's one that he had. I was super pumped that this was in the first lot that he had listed. It's Naruto Ultimate Ninja. Just because it's like, something more unique. I'm not necessarily a Naruto fan. I think my son's made me watch 2 or 3 episodes. He watched the whole series. I basically got like the cliff notes after every episode, or a couple episodes. He would come down and tell me what was going on. Here's MX vs. ATV Unleashed. Didn't play this one. Dude, some of the ATV games on PS2 were awesome. Here's The Mummy Returns. Gotta love Brendan Fraser. All things Brendan Fraser. Monster Jam Maximum Destruction. And then MLB The Show 09. Here's a Zapper, One Wicked Cricket. I've never heard of this game. But dude, does this not remind you of A Bug's Life? Like, is that not like a blatant ripoff of the art style? This had to have come out around the same time too as A Bug's Life and Ants. I remember those two movies came out like at the exact same time. I'm like, why are we getting two movies about ants? But I swear, when I saw this cover, I'm like, this is a ripoff. But I don't know anything about the game. Here's an awesome movie. I don't know anything about the game, but Up. That's cool. Here's Top Gun Combat Zones. I don't know anything about this game, but I'm wondering if the price is affected at all about as right now because of how popular Maverick was or is. But he had it in the pile for these games, so I'm sure he checked all the prices. So it can't really be that valuable. Here's Strike Force Bowling. Here's the Clone Wars Republic Heroes. This is actually like one of the only Star Wars things I never got into. I think just because of the time it came out, I was so busy with life that I didn't have time to watch a show. And now there's so many seasons of that show that it's too daunting. Like, I don't want to go back and get into it. It's just too much. I don't have time. So anyways, I don't know anything about that show really. Here's Big Mother Truckers. So yeah, I don't even know if this is supposed to be like a hillbilly version of Grand Theft Auto or what. I'm not familiar with this game. Another greatest hits. Ugh. But I'll fix that eventually. Cabela's Big Game Hunter. Now, how do these games work on the PS2? Because if you just do it with a controller, wouldn't that be kind of boring? I don't know. Here's another Disney one, Bolt. I like that movie. That was good. This is I forgot this was in the pile. ATV Off-Road Fury 2. These games were actually super fun to play. I don't know why, but there was something very satisfying about these racing games on the PS2. I loved them. So here's Army Men, Soldiers of Misfortune. I don't know anything about it, but this kid on the cover is like very dweeby, isn't he? He's like, I don't know. He looks very dweeby to me. I don't know anything about the game. It's not like an Army Men style game. I don't know. Sorry, guys. And then the last one in that pile is 4x4 Evo. And the graphics on this one look, well, at least on the front, look worse than the actual gameplay. But it looks like it's like trucks racing. Never heard of it. But cool to add to the collection, right? So anyways, guys, that is a super long video. I am sorry. I had so many pickups. I don't even know if I'm going to do one at the end of the month because I don't have any plans on picking more games up this month. I think I did pretty good. If you stuck through this whole thing, thank you guys so much. I will see you guys for the next one.